everyone, I'm Mindy from Cute Girls Hairstyles, and today I'm gonna show you 3 easy hairstyles that you can use for back to school. We're gonna start with some deep V waves. It's a great fast one if you're interested in using a hot tool. And then we're going to follow it up with a ponytail and then some twists in case you're looking at day 3 hair. If you guys haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to click right here and let's get to it. Okay, so for the first hairstyle, which I would totally use if you're clean hair and you need to do something quick, is using the Deep Waver by Hairitage, and you can just take it in big chunks and clamp it down. This is gonna be super fast and very quick, but it's gonna give you a great look. Okay, so to start with today, I just washed my hair last night, slept on it wet. I brushed it out this morning using my new paddle brush and put in some heat protectant spray. You guys know that you should always use heat protectant spray before you do any heat on your hair. Then I just take my hair and right above my ears, I section it off, and you can use an elastic or hair clips to clip it out of the way. And then I divide my hair in half. And I have already heated up the Deep Waver to 360. So it goes up to 400, but I'm gonna do it at 360 today. So when I do this, I just divide it into smaller sections. They're like maybe 1 inch to 2 inches. And I am going to do bump up. So can you see the bump? So you're gonna just put it in, clamp it, hold it for a few seconds, and then release it and go down. And what I do is I try to go down to where that last bump ended is where I start the next bump. And if I have little ends like this, I just leave them out, because then it gives your hair a little more, like, I feel like a little more relaxed look instead of so intense. So you just go up like this, hold it, release it. It's so easy. On my hair's pretty long. I usually get like 3 bumps down, and then I repeat on this side. And I literally do this until the top section, and then on the top section, I'll show you a trick. So nice things while we're chatting, I will tell you, it has a 9-foot swivel cord, amazing. Because if you're like me, I love a long cord on my tools. And it swivels, so it makes it nice and easy to use. I think I told you it heats up to 400, but it has 4 different temperatures, so you can choose on your hair. Sorry, I'm looking at the mirror, guys, so I don't burn myself. What temperature you want it at. I have it at 360 today. It is made, the plates are made of ceramic tourmaline. There you go. Okay, so you can see that. And then I just let them sit. If you have hair that tends to fall with your curls, the other thing you can do is just put a little hairspray on them right here. Mine holds it really well, so I don't need to. So then I just take the next section, this, and do the same thing, just repeating. Divide it in half, and take my next section, and I'm good to go. Again, bump up. Okay, so easy. Okay, when you're done with that one, I do, I think 4 sections total. So I'm gonna just do, and this top one will be like my last section. And again, this time I am going to do bumps up. You can see one of the big differentiators between this Deep Waver and other Deep Wavers you might use or triple barrels is the shape. Can you see that? They're not even, which is the whole point. Because if they're even barrels, it gives you like mermaidy look, but it also doesn't look very like natural because it's too perfect. So this one gives you like a lot more natural looking waves, and I literally get asked every time I do these how I did my hair, number 1, and 2, if it's natural. So people are really intrigued. Can't decide on that one. Whether or not they're natural because they're not perfect in uniform. One of the reasons I like bump up is because it's by default giving me fake volume. So like down in my roots right here, can you see how it's like, it's giving me like a nice little volume to my hair. So it's gonna make my hair look like way thicker than it really is. I mean, my hair is pretty thick anyway, but it's gonna make it look extra thick. with that. All these little tricks, little hacks. Okay, last section. On this last one, I'm gonna just do a middle part. You can part it wherever you want. Here's my trick is right here, if I do volume, to me it feels a little high. I, on this top section, like to reverse it and go bump down. That's hack by Mindy, but totally your preference, works either way. So on this one, just bump down. And you can see it swoops it down a little bit more right there instead of up. And I think it just, I don't know, maybe it's just the way it frames the face that I like a little bit better. I'm just holding a little bit longer on this top one since it's the one you see the most. And you can see I'm just kind of letting them sit. I don't touch them a ton until I'm done. What you guys can't touch or feel through the camera is the handle is super soft touch, which I love the feel of. We made it really ergonomic, I don't know how to say that word. So it fits in your hand really well. We put a lock on so that it takes up less space in your bathroom cabinets, which I love, or you just wrap the cord around it. It does have an automatic shut off because those are amazing in case you forget to unplug it or you have children that do. I did the LED display. I love those too. And it's just all around an amazing, amazing hot tool. I had one similar to this a few years ago, and it was like $150. It was so expensive. And this one is $39. Okay, so when I'm done, again, you can add hairspray if you're somebody that feels like you need that. I just kind of take my fingers and run it through. And then I just sort of mess it up, the roots anyway, because I don't want them too perfect. And you can you see how that like dipped down right there? That's kind of because you're doing bump down, but if you did bump up, it would be even more volume right here if that's what you're looking for too. Then I just take, personally, because I always put dry shampoo in my hair, even on day one, you guys know that. Spritz a little dry shampoo so that as I'm sweating through the day, it's already soaking up. And if I feel like my ends anywhere are looking a little frazzled, which today they look amazing, then I just take a little tiny bit of the argan oil from Hairitage, and I'll just literally just hit just the ends so softly. Especially these pieces right in front. And that's it, folks. It's pretty much foolproof. It's so easy and so simple. Next, we're gonna do a Pop-Thru ponytail where we take two pieces of strands and we kind of twist them, and it adds a ton of volume and a really fun accent on a ponytail. Okay guys, this style, super easy. To start, what I'm going to do is just kind of go down the side of my head and take a pretty good sized piece, kind of like right by my ear, and section it off. So throw the rest of that back out of the way for now. And I'm gonna do that on both sides. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so depending on how much hair you have. And then I'm going to sweep my hair back, and I'm just kind of trying not to get these front pieces now. Combing, finger combing this back into a little ponytail. And I am using the Hairitage by Mindy seamless nylon elastics because they're the best for this, and they're not gonna show as much as like a microfiber would. So I'm gonna do a low ponytail, like this, okay? Tighten it up, and then you can kind of, you know, fluff it and make it a little prettier, but you don't need to worry too much about this yet. Now, once you got your ponytail ready to go, you're gonna take these side pieces and you're gonna twist them. But before I do that, I'm just gonna section off these little front guys. Now my hair is cut so that I have, you know, kind of face framing pieces, so they just naturally sort of pop out. But you can pull as much or as little as you want. Then you're gonna twist these back. Twisty, twisty, twisty. I'm gonna kind of just pull on it a little bit. This is just gonna fluff it, loosen that twist up a little bit, give it a little more depth. Then I'm gonna hold it with my teeth. While I do that, I'm gonna repeat on the other side, so I won't be able to talk, okay? Oh. Got your hair out. Good. Push. And push it. Okay. There. When you got them both done, and we twist it away from the head. Away from the face, just so you know. We're gonna go back to the back. I grab my little tiny elastic. We're going to put them together and go like this. Okay, now that's not very cute, not very pretty. Okay, so we're just gonna loosen that elastic. We're gonna stretch it down a little bit. What we're gonna do is we're still stretching, then we're gonna flip it. So you can just see I'm just flipping it upside down, and then we're gonna pop the rest of the ponytail through the middle, like this. Then we're gonna take this and tighten it back down again, okay? And then we're gonna tighten that top ponytail. We're gonna keep tightening and fluffing, and then you can go back and, I just always like kind of tug and pull and just like relax everything. Loosen it up, make it look a little messier, a little more relaxed. And there you have, that was the easiest ponytail ever, and it looks so good. Next up, Brooklyn's gonna show us a rope twist on each side of her head, which I think this one's fantastic for if you're wearing day 3 hair, or you feel like your hair's a little greasy or oily and you just wanna twist it up and out of your face. So to start the hairstyle, I have parted my hair straight down the middle. It doesn't have to be a perfect part. I don't really like it when it's a perfect part. I think that looks like too perfect, but if you want a perfect part, works as well. So I just parted it down the middle, and then I'm also gonna part it down the middle in the back. I just use my finger to kind of just like do a little rough middle part. But a lot of people use combs. My mom likes to use combs. So you can just do whatever you need to make that middle part. And then I'm pulling half of it up into just like a ponytail to hold that hair out of the way while I work on the style on this side. So we have half of my hair here. I've kind of brushed through it so it's nice and not tangly so I can work with it. The first thing I'm gonna do is take a little chunk right here in the front, just a little tiny piece, and I'm gonna split it into 2. So you can see I have 2 pieces here. They're about even in weight and how much hair in each piece. And then I'm gonna take the piece that's closest to my forehead, and I'm gonna put it over the other piece. So I'm gonna basically twist them. So now I have this bottom piece here and this top piece here that are twisted over each other. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick up a little bit of hair right here in the front, and I'm gonna add it to this bottom piece. And then I'm gonna pull it over the other piece. So what I'm basically doing is a French twist, but I'm only adding hair to one side. So again, I picked up hair, added it to that bottom piece, and I'm gonna twist it over. And you just keep doing that all the way down. Make sure that when you're adding pieces, you're combing it out so that you don't get little bumps in the twists or in the hair that you're pulling in. So you can see I'm kind of getting more towards the bottom of the twist, and I'm just gonna keep adding hair all the way back. So it's gonna kind of go down and back here. You wanna collect all that hair and put it into the twist. So you just keep going until you're out of hair to add. So when you get to the end, you're gonna pull in this last piece of hair, and I always make it really tight so it's not really loose down there. And then we come to kind of the trickiest part of this whole thing. So we have these 2 chunks of hair that we've added a bunch of hair into. And so the trick is to get them to twist together while also just staying twisted, because usually they would just untwist if you don't do it the right way. So the trick is to take this outside piece and twist it in. So twist it towards your body, like this. And then you want to take this other piece and you want to twist it out, and then you twist them together. So you twist each individual piece first, and then you twist them together. So again, take this one, twist it in, this one, twist it out, then we twist together. So in, out, together, and then in, out, together. And I have layers at the bottom, so you might see a few of those start popping out. That's totally normal. I don't mind because I like my hairstyles messier. If you don't, of course you could just pin them in or hairspray them in. Twist, twist, together. Probably do one more. Twist, twist,
together. And then I take these small rubber bands, rubber band it at the bottom, like so. And then it untwists just a tiny bit, so it loosens just a tiny bit. What I do is I then go back and I kind of fluff these pieces so that they look more, if you know what a pancake braid is, they look more kind of pancaked or like a little bit fuller. I have a little piece in here that's gonna be kind of annoying. I'm gonna just tuck him in, pull this out to frame my face a little bit better up here. And I pull it out around my ear as well because I like kind of the fuller, messier look. You can keep it tight if you want to. You can pull it looser than I do. It's up to everyone to do their own thing. And then the next thing I do is I take a small piece around my ear and I just let it be loose so it feels a little messier. And then we do the same thing on the other side. Okay, again, we just take a little section in the front and split it in two of equal parts. We take this front piece closer to my forehead and we twist it over. We have these two pieces that are twisted. Then again, this bottom piece, we're gonna add hair, comb it through, and then twist it over. And we just repeat that step all the way down the hair. And again, we're back to that bottom section where it can get kind of tough. So we have the two sections. We're gonna twist this one in and this one out. And then we twist together. We twist this one in, this one out, twist together, in, out, together. You can go through and fluff what you want to make it look the way you want it. So I always fluff a little bit at the top just because I think it frames my face better, because you can see like the difference between it being tight versus it being looser. Up to you whether or not you like it. If you're doing dance or exercise, tight might be better. If you're going for more boho look, loose might be better. So you can just pull at those pieces that you've added in and kind of loosen them around the face. And then I always pull a little section from my ear to give myself a little wispy and finish the hairstyle. So I rubber band both of them and I've kind of fluffed both of them, and then the last thing that I usually do is I take hairspray. My mom has her Hairitage hairspray, the Wiggle Room flexible hold hairspray, which I just use, spray all over and kind of brush down any of the flyaways to kind of hold the whole style in place. So I'm gonna do that now. And we're done.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this gave you some great ideas for back to school. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, be sure to click right here. You can find a bunch of other back to school hairstyles by clicking over here, and we'll see you guys next week. Ciao.